Hello, is my voice coming there? Hmm? Okay, so is it visible on your screens? Okay, yes, thank you, sir. So, being the second day of my presentation of the third season, I have taken the topic that is contemporary relevance of the poems One Eye and Ekalavyam, written by Meena Kandasamy. So, it is the paper number 202, Indian English Literature, Post Independence. So, let us, and before going further in the slides, I would like to tell all the viewers that I have hyperlinked all the images. A few are left, but their information, any further information, if you want, then you can tap on the images for that. Yes, so let us begin. So, first poem I have taken is that Ekalavyam by Meena Kandasamy. So, let us read first. It is quite a short poem. So, you can do a lot of things with your left hand. So, you means here Eklavya. And it is told or it is addressed to Eklavya by Guru, this Dronacharya. So, besides, fascist Dronacharya's warrant left-handed treatment, or rather, the speaker is addressing to the Eklavya. Also, you don't need your right thumb to pull a trigger or hull a bomb. So, so very ironically, things are put like that. If you are not having your fullest capability, even if you are good enough, still you cannot use this bomb and all the things. So it means that you are good, but people will consider you bad because you belong to so and so community here. So here I have taken some contemporary reference as the topic goes that PhD students fight against caste discrimination raised Dalits' hopes. So bullied by here. So bullied by academic staff, barred from the university laboratory, and even denied a chair. Deepa P. Mohanan. So here is the South Indian student who is a PhD scholar right now, and see Deepa P. Mohanan, despite of ever being able to finish her PhD as a low caste Indian woman, but then she decided to fight back. Here now, what Mohanan has to say. I desperately want to finish my PhD and realized that it would not be possible till I publicly called out the campus discrimination I had faced for years. So she was suffering, and this article was taken from the Deccan Herald. So how still? So the core thing of my presentation is that how this caste discrimination or the community-based discrimination is happening in India till the date. Even people will say we are constitutionally free, we are socially, economically, and politically all the free, but no, it is not thing. Still, this kind of news are the evidence for this discrimination. And here, that the prevalence of caste-based discrimination in Indian universities has been an open secret for decades. So, see, this wire and all these articles are taken. And another interesting thing is like, so here is the book, The Caste Discrimination and Exclusion in Indian Universities, a critical reflection by N. Sukumar. So here it is also hyperlinked, so you will get to know about the book, and you will find I have put an image like that person is telling why that girl is sitting away or she separately, why she is being othered by the students and by his, teachers also. Then it raises the question like, so in 2013, recent years, in 2013, 28 professors, now even imaging the professors of the universities, they are not even uh, free from this discrimination. The professor, 28 professor from University in Hyderabad, implemented themselves in a writ petition related to caste-based discrimination before the Andhra Pradesh High Court. They later noted. So now, what they had to say in the petition, they have given to the Andhra Pradesh High Court, like students from marginalized groups also are troubled. So it means students also, along with us, are troubled by this lack of clarity and sometimes contradictions in examination and administrative procedures. Rulers that do not take into account their difficulties, rules, and discretionary and biased treatment from the administration. For example, see, these are some words that are heard by these authorities. Like if you go in this chamber and they would say, "Don't waste my time. Go away. Come tomorrow. I am busy now. Your presence irritates me." So this last one is the last spoken by a deputy registrar sitting in an air-conditioned room have become routine. So these are the routine words. Like still how this casteism is practiced in university level as well. So how what, later on this social aspects. So now on 17th January 2006, so the following years subsequent, 27-year-old PhD scholar Rohit Vemula. So it is very serious case here. In the recent year 2016, we are having this case like PhD scholar Rohit Vemula committed suicide at the University of Hyderabad campus. So this South is still like orthodoxical society there. He was one of the 5 Dalit students who had been suspended from the hostel facility by the executive council of the university. So they were suspended. I don't know the reason though. And then he committed suicide due to several reasons. So here you will find I have taken a picture of the supporters after the suicide of this Rohit Vemula happened. And if you can see here on the left hand side of the left hand side here, this then thumb now life. How long will deny Eklavya? So here also the reference of Eklavya time and again keep on coming in front of us. Whenever this injustice is happening in the society, then the people will directly go to the Eklavya. The reference of Eklavya and the sequence of Guru Dronacharya and Eklavya in the Mahabharata epic. So here, then thumb, it means at that time you took the thumb of Eklavya and now life. Now you are taking life. So there is no change. But there is the version form of this discrimination, like. And it is also hyperlinked. If you click on that, you will get to redirect to the something link here. And one-eyed. So we are moving ahead to the next poem, that is one-eyed. Let us read it first. The pot sees just another noisy child. The glass sees an eager and clumsy hand. The water sees a parched throat slaking thirst. But the teacher sees a girl breaking the rule. The doctor sees a case of medical emergency. The school sees a potential embarrassment. The press sees a headline and a photo feature. Dhanam sees a world torn in half. Her left eye lid open, but light slipped away. The price for a test stroke that touchable water. So we will refer to the irony, how ironical language is used here. Verbal irony is simply. So here I have taken a kind of picture, like you said. No changes in India. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav that was recently there. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So here see the irony is see the irony in the name. It is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So are we really free? Then we will be referring to the some further real life cases how discrimination is taking place. So it will not do to just spray the things if the froth is there. We have to identify and we have to solve this. And here you will find these 2 pots are placed and it is also happening. So you will tap on that, you will get to the things like this pink color stand. It is for the upper caste teacher. It is not for the students. It is for the teacher. It is in the Gujarat. You will perhaps in Surat it is there. So in Gujarat, this pink is for higher caste caste teacher, and this green one is for lower caste teacher. So let alone students, we are talking about the teachers. Now people would say education is the building base of any nation. So if the building base is separated in, then how will it tie the nation together in a chain? Now here it is the very well-known case, and a 9-year-old Dalit boy, a student of a private school in Rajasthan, Surana village. So Rajasthan again, India, uh, quite the boundaries touching to the Gujarat. So died on Saturday days after he was allegedly beaten by his school teacher for touching the drinking water. So the same case goes on. Like in this one-eyed poem, there is a girl who is touching the water, this pot, and the boy is also touching the untouchable water. Like, and news agency PTA reported. So there was a teacher, 40-year-old teacher. So you can imagine now we can say the age is not a matter for the knowledge of one. So but the knowledge comes from the thinking process, what one has in mind. So this age does not matter in the field of knowledge. So yeah, yes. This 40-year-old teacher, Chail Singh, who allegedly beat the boy, has been arrested and charged with murder and under section of the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention Atrocities Act. So there are several acts regarding to just vindicate this SC/ST tribe. So the incident took place on July 20. The victim's father said. Now, what the victim's father has to say: the boy suffered a serious injury to his face, became unconscious after receiving the beating. Okay, so the Rajasthan chief ministers, and then they will allow a kind of this assistant of rupees 5 lakh, and they will throw some tinsels like being politicians. It is their duty, but they will not return their boy. So they are not just identifying the problem, what problem is really there. They are just doing the things like, okay, if you are having some problem, then we will give you some money, and your problem will be rectified. But it is not the case. The problems are there, but the cause is yet unidentified. And even if it is identified, nobody is taking steps to remove that cause, and that is what is restraining any nation from real progress. Okay, then this another point is that apathetic and capitalistic zeitgeist of the prevailing postmodern age. So how apathy is having and capitalist, because people are now becoming money centric. See, these lines from the poem highlight the apathetic and capitalistic tendencies of postmodern people who have become money centric, neglecting the lives of rest living species around them. As it is unarguably stated that literature captures time wherein it is written, this applicability is seen everywhere. Why? See here, let us see. So but the teacher sees a girl breaking the rule. So generally we identify teachers as they are the guardians of rules of the school. But they should be. There is no denial of it. But what kind of rules are made? So is there any bias, or is there any kind of prejudice in this rule? Then we have to refute that rule. So here it was like in Dhanam's case, and in this boy's case also, who died. So and here's the in the second line, like this. But the teacher sees a girl breaking the rule. Then the girl is slapped away and she lost her left eye. And the boy, here in this real case, the boy lost his life. Okay. So the doctor sees a case of medical emergency. Now the doctors are supposed to be like, this servant of the society, but now they are serving the money. So for money they can do anything like that. So it is also said that these three things should be free of cost in any nation. Like the first is medical service, another is education, and third one is like security. But we find this security yet it is exempted from this monetizing process. But this education, now privatization of schools are there, is there other, and these private hospitals and private clinics are also there in nearby. So that is why this money centricism or capitalism is seen here. The doctor is a case of medical emergency, so the doctor has nothing to do with the girl, or with this the girl who has faced the unjust practice for her. So and then this the school sees a potential embarrassment. Now what happens that like uh, being in a school, if you do something, then all these trustee or all these principals will tell, okay, you are besmirching our identity as a school. So because they want to establish not in the positive way but the negative way, they want money, not the progress of student. That is why they do these things like. And here this, the press sees a headline and photo picture. Now the press is clearly that wherever they don't require any change in the society, it seems so, but they are just running for the photo picture because the TRP. Here I have taken a photo that BSRC, it is the Indian organization, and this TRP, television rating point. So which channel is having more television rating point, they will get big money, big amount of money. So here you will find big news. They will just make a sensation out of the society and they will just earn the money. They don't. They rather not are even concerned to change. It seems in these days anything in the society. And here the student is sitting on the money. Like this privatization is taken here, and this parents' fees and educational institute authorities. So that is why we prefer this government schools, education institute, where we can send the children to study. And here the doctor and the things are taken. So this ironical representation of this poem is also very artistically beautiful. And here, see, and the second stanza like this. Dhanam sees a world torn in half. That we know her left eye is not there. Her left eye lead open, but light slipped away. But the price for a taste of that touchable water. So now the water is touchable, but it is, if touched by this lower caste community, then it becomes untouchable. So the irony, see. And see here, this Article 15 is taken like prohibition of discrimination. So it is the reference from the Constitution of India. Like in Article 15, the word for word reference is taken like prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, here means gender, or place of birth. And it is located in Part 3 Fundamental Rights Constitution of India there. And, and there is an interesting movie that Article 15 also. And this, let us read this. The ironical lines thoughtfully put by the poet showcases the facile claims acclaiming the abolishment of untouchability. So we know that Constitution of India was framed in 1949. So still we have 70, like some 70 to 75 years after that. Still this untouchability is not removed. Even it is there in the Constitution, but not from the lives of the day-to-day lives of the people. So it is the concern that we have to identify, and then we have to remove that thing which is hindering the process of progress. It indicates the discriminatory practices by calling the pot water touchable, which was naively touched by the untouchable girls, who eventually is beaten up by the upper caste teacher, getting her left eye impaired due to slap. So this happens like that boy was slapped by his teacher, and so this then Article 17 is also interesting, though it has many subclause, like it stretches to the six subclause, but the main feature of the main headlines are like this. Article 17, it reads like abolition of untouchability. So it is striking here, untouchability is abolished. And see right now what are they writing? Untouchability is abolished. It means it should have no this existence in any form, but right now we are finding it has definitely. So we are having ample evidence of that. Untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. Okay, it is forbidden, but still these things are happening. Yeah. The enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offence punishable in accordance with law. So it is also coming from the third part, Part 3, Fundamental Rights, Constitution of India. So we are, despite having such laws, despite having such strictures upon this, though these people are practicing, because being a teacher, you just imagine the things. Okay, yes. So let alone the students. Let us move further. Now it is the concluding slide, like bringing the topic to an end. We hope for betterment of the society through its people who are the bricks of their nation as a fort, and who also are required to change their mindsets by coming out of the age-old notions, conventions, and traditional beliefs, which are but the hindering restraints towards advancing steps of human progress. The words of see here I have taken some words by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who also fought for the rights of untouchables. Yes, the words of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is befitting here, like what Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi has to say with context, with reference of this untouchability problem or issue here in the nation. Like, I think we are committing a great sin in treating a whole class of people as untouchables, and it is owing to the existence of this class that we have still some revolting practices among us. So revolt. Yesterday, Nili was asking why revolt happens. Revolt happens because you are not given your right. That is why revolt happens. Because if you are having your ample right, then why do you go in the road and shout for your right? You are not having that. That is why you are going. And nowadays people are just calling them this demons and all kind of things, Naxal, urban Naxal and all kind of things. So it is taken from the section 2, extracts from letters. So caste system and untouchability extracts from Gandhi letters from selected works of Mahatma Gandhi. So it is there, like here are my works cited, and okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Now questions, please. Yeah. So, Janvi, your question is that how does the caste system affect society in India nowadays? Well, we are having ample example. Taking life is the worst form of this practice of caste system. Okay, so it is the worst form, and like if you just observe in the media on the society, like you will find some people are there. Okay, they will not allow you on the grounds of your caste. They will ask you caste first. What caste do you belong to? And they will ask for religion, anything else. So they are focusing on caste. On that basis, they will converse with you. And in what quantity I should be engaging with myself with these people. So the caste system is affecting yet. And right now we are seeing at the university level, it is practiced. Then I think there is not any worst form or worsen form than this. So want more or satisfied? Okay, yes. Thank you.
My question is, how shall we prevent this class discrimination and gender biasness, and who's lying behind this all?
Okay, wow. So your question is how can we end or how can we take this to an end or prevent rather, because preventing means you are pausing and it can be continued. So we have to end this, right? So like then see first like how shall we prevent this caste discrimination? Well, we have to remove it from this constitution. No, not in the constitution. What I'm talking is like right now in any like there are these four sectors that SC, ST, SCBC and this general. OBC, SCBC, and general, and there are other things like minorities. So on that ground, people do discrimination. Okay, they will nowadays what are happening in earlier days people would on face they will refute you like what caste you are, then I don't want you to be with me. But nowadays what is happening like they will ask you, okay, they come and they will slightly ask you, okay, which caste do you belong to? And then the things happens, okay, okay, sir, that is fine. We don't have any problem, but still they are having within them. So they will not allow you from these basic things you want from them. So in that way, it is happening in that. And as far as this ending process is there, then there is a girl in I forgot. I will share the link in group. Uh, there is a girl in South who got this certificate, no caste, no religion certificate in the South. It's like Deepa perhaps like this. No caste, no religion certificate. It can also be issued for you. And but what happens on the grounds of that? You will be exempted from all the rights given to you under these subcategories like SCBC, OBC, and this SC, ST thing, general. So in that way, you can end. But it is an individual attempt. So people have to be more conscious that we should not, identify these people on the basis of caste and all the things like. And now the second part: who is lying behind this all? None other than these politicians, because they want their seat secured in parliament or wherever they want to go. So they will speak whatever liked by the people. They will not tell the truth. Okay, this article is there, article 15, 17, all the things are given to you, so you should not do this. But they will just give allowance to the family of the victim so that they can, okay, we are good enough, we are giving you this recompensation. No, it is not the case. You have to identify the problem, you have to kill the problem, you have to kill the cause of the problem. Only then and then you can make some this even flow for everybody to perform themselves and express themselves. Satisfied or not? Okay, okay then. Thank you.